What's up, YouTube? It's NG, the Neon X, and I'm back. Today I just want to talk about the state of foldables in the world, or in the tech industry as it is. I just read some news that got me all happy inside, and truthfully, I'd like to just share this information with you.
Now everybody scream enough respect to the X. Enough respect given.
Well, this fall, we should be getting at least 2 new foldables in the US market. I say the US market because in other territories, they have a lot more foldables. They have a lot more foldables on sale than we do. But this fall, just based on some leaks and such, the US market should be getting at least 2 new foldables. First of which is not really a big surprise, is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. Now, I've been reading little rumors here and there about what is possibly going to come with this updated version of Samsung's flagship foldable, and I gotta say I'm pretty excited for it. The big thing, just to get us out of the way, the S Pen functionality will not only stay with the phone, but you will have a place to put the S Pen. Like notes before, there will be according to the rumors, there should be a place to insert the S Pen into the Z Fold 4. Now, to me, that is just the next logical step in this device. They have the S22 Ultra, which for all intent and purpose is just the next version of the Galaxy Note. But in all truth, the Z Fold line would make a better Galaxy Note, simply because you have that much more space when the device is unfolded to actually take notes. Now, one of the reasons I was a little bit disappointed with the Z Fold 3, and don't get me wrong, it's a great device, but I was disappointed at the fact you were not able to write on the outer screen. To me, I like to take notes, and having to unfold the device every time I want to take a note was simply a hindrance. Now, with my Duo, there is no outer screen to take notes with, so it's not expected that that be the case. You have to open the Duo to do anything. So it didn't bother me as much with the Duo because that's how the Duo is made. But I found ways and means around that, having note apps in my pull down shade, having note apps right on the first screen of the device. So if I really want to take something real quick, it's unlock, open, and write. Now, those are more steps than I'd like to take if I had a choice. Now, the Z Fold 3 has the screen on the outside, so it never really made sense to me why I wasn't able to just write something down. Samsung has this amazing feature called Screen on Write that their S22 Ultra has, their note lines have had for years, and all of their tablets that function with the S Pen. And what it is you simply take out the S Pen and you write on the screen that's off, and it does create the note that you are trying to write, and you can write however long you need it to be, and you can save it right to S Notes, or even have it stay on your what's it called, the always on display. So in case you need to look at it real quick while you're doing something, the info is right on the display of the phone, even though the phone is off. And I always found that feature to be an amazing feature. I use it all of the time for little things. Just write it down, save, go. When you have an idea, the best time to pursue that idea is the moment that you have it. So the fact that the Z Fold 3 could not do that with the S Pen, I'm sure you could write something down with your finger. There's apps for that, but I have a writing utensil that makes the writing experience that much more enjoyable. So why would I want to use my finger? And that was the main issue with the Z Fold 3 as far as being able to write things down. It's a great note-taking device once you open the device, and you need a Bluetooth S Pen to get a lot of that Bluetooth functionality, which allows you to open up S Notes with the double tap of the screen or the button, however it works. But the Z Fold 3 didn't have the ability to write on the outside screen. So I'm hoping that the Z Fold 4, with these complaints coming to Samsung from not only me, but many Z Fold 3 users, I hope that they do include the digitizer on the outer screen. It wouldn't be hard. It's the same thing that they have on the S22 Ultra and every other note line before that, just so we can take quick notes on the outside. Now, no one is saying we're going to write books on the outer screen. Just being able to write something really quick, a quick idea, a phone number, and email someone's contact information, things along those lines. Not having to unlock the phone and open up the phone and go into an app to write it down. Just makes it so much easier. Now, aside from the S Pen upgrades that I do hope are coming to the device, they did say that the foldable glass that they are going to use on the device is going to be made of better stuff. Personally, I haven't had any issues with any of the foldable glass screens that I have, from my original Galaxy Fold to the Z Flip to the Z Flip 3 to the Z Fold 3 to the Razr phone. I haven't had any problem with any of those foldable screens. None are torn, none are destroyed. Maybe just how I use the phones. I tend to take care of my devices as much as I can. So it's never been a problem for me. But they are improving that foldable glass, so it should be even more durable this time around. And a more durable foldable screen is always welcome for those times when you really do need that extra protection. I also read that they're making the device a little smaller, but the screen on the inside is going to be a little bigger. So that means less bezels on the outside of the device. Not that they had to make that much bezel to begin with, but they're making it even thinner on the outside, so you have that more immersive full screen experience. Now, it remains to be seen if they're going to keep the under display camera that the Z Fold 3 has. It doesn't bother me. People don't like the quality of the camera. I seldomly ever use it. If I have to take a selfie on that device for any reason, I just go into the camera app and I use what's called the outer display mode, where the outer display shows you what the camera is seeing, and boom, you have your selfie right there with the better cameras of the device. Now, I have used the on a display camera, and the pictures are fine. I'm not a big camera buff. I don't go and look at my pictures in any great detail to find the flaws, so it was never an issue for me. But there are those that want better quality from all the cameras, and that's fine. When paying that much for a device, you do want it to be the best possible features available. Now, let's talk about price. That's a pretty good segue there. From what the rumors are, again, they're trying to bring the price of the foldables down. Now, the original Galaxy Fold had a price of $2,000. But that price did get you a lot of additions with the phone, but that's a whole other video. The Z Fold 2 was cheaper than the Z Fold 1, and the Z Fold 3 was cheaper than the Z Fold 2, or were they around the same price? I think they were around the same price, but the Z Fold 3 simply had more going for it, so it was a better value than the Z Fold 2. So with the Z Fold 4, if they continue this trend, not only should it be a better value than the Z Fold 3, but the price should come down yet again, because the technology is becoming more mainstream. It's not the niche device that the original Fold was at the time. I see a lot of people walking around and using foldable devices here in the US. I see the Z Flip 3 a lot. Mostly females carry that device. I mean, I have one. Well, I had one. I gave it to my wife. She loves the device, so maybe Samsung's push towards the female market with the device has worked, because that's who I mainly see with the Z Flip 3. But I also see all generations of the Z Fold 1, 2, and 3. Well, the original Fold, the Z Fold 2, and the Z Fold 3 out and about much more regularly now. Probably because the original Fold can be had for around $400 to $500 quite easily if you look on eBay and Craigslist and things like that. And the Z Fold 2 has dropped dramatically in price since the Z Fold 3 has come out. So if you do want a foldable device, it's not that hard to come by one, simply because they're more common and easier to get. And as people upgrade to newer devices or get tired of folds, or they find they're not for them, you really can get one for a very reasonable price, especially when compared to a lot of the modern flagships out there. So the Z Fold 4 is, just based on the little things that I've read, shaping up to be a pretty decent device. Again, Samsung tends to do their Samsung Unpack for their devices, at least for the Fold devices, around August, September. If I remember correctly, that used to be when they used to do it for the Note. So in essence, the Z Fold has absorbed the Note, and now that is going to be when the Unpack for the, or supposedly when the Unpack for the Z Fold 4 is going to be. They say it'll be the Z Fold 4, it'll be the Z Flip 4, and it'll be new earbuds like it was the last time around. I don't really have that much information on the Z Flip 4. I haven't really seen much out there, because people seem to be more interested and focused on what the Z Fold 4 is going to bring to the table, and I can't blame them for it. But as far as the Z Flip 4 goes, I wouldn't mind if they made that into a note-taking device as well. Maybe have a little S Pen that you can just pull out, that can contract and fit somewhere on the device. Call it the Z Flip Pad. You know, like a little notepad. You just unflip it, write something down, flip it back. I know it's a novel idea. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. But that's just my personal idea for what could be done with the Z Flip 4. Not that they would need to, because as it stands, the Z Flip 3 is doing wonders for them. The Z Fold 4, you know, is not doing bad. Well, the Z Fold 3 is not doing bad either. So here's hoping that the Z Fold 4 comes to market and further pushes the concept of the foldable phone onto the masses, to the point where people really begin to buy these type of devices over the more traditional slab phones. Not that there's anything wrong with slabs. I've been using the S22 Ultra here since its debut, and I like it. Of course, it has an S Pen, so you know, right there, it kind of draws my attention. No pun intended with the word draw. But not all slabs are bad, but I would love to see a world where the slabs are the minority when it comes to these devices, and the folds are way more common, and more people have gone used to them. So that's where most of the mobile purchases go, and not just with foldable phones, but foldable tablets and all the types of screens. There's foldable TVs and everything else. Just have everything in some way or another fold or flip or roll up or unroll or switch, whatever it is. But this type of tech, is really the future of where these type of screens are going. It only makes sense. You have something that's large, fold it down, it's easier to carry or to store, to put away, whatever the case might be. So I do look forward to what the future holds when it comes to these devices. Now, aside from the Z Fold 4 and the Z Flip 4, there are also rumors that a Pixel foldable phone from Google will be debuting in the fall as well. Now, nothing there is concrete, but someone on Twitter did leak that Google is working on the device. And Android 12L will be the operating system for it, and they're trying to hit a price point of $13.99. Now, as far as foldable goes, that's a really good price point to hit, especially with the fact that it's supposed to be something akin to the Galaxy Fold line, not the Galaxy Flip line. So it's also unfold from a phone to a tablet. And like I said, newer folds will run you $1,600-1,700 to get a new one, at least here in the US, for $13.99 or less. It's possible. There's nothing set in stone. Would really help push this market forward. If I remember correctly, the Oppo N is around $1,100 if you do the money conversion. Yeah, the money conversion. So it is possible to hit that price point with the right components on the device. So maybe the Pixel foldable, whatever it might be called, might be able to do it, because as it stands, a Pixel device is not that expensive when you compare them to other phones in the same category. Their flagships are always hundreds less than the phones that they are going up against, and many times the Pixel in its own way is better than those devices. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Pixel Fold or the Pixel Note or the Pixel Pad, whatever they end up calling it, does undercut the price of these other devices that are coming out then. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But the fall should be when these devices are set to hit market, at least based on the leaks that have come forth. It's almost guaranteed that the Z Fold 4 will be announced in the August-September area there, and a few months before that, easily come summertime, the leaks on the device itself, leak pictures, leaks things from the FCC, leak specs, all that is going to start to come forth as the date draws near. As far as the Pixel goes, we hope it comes out, because more than one device is always good for competition, and if they can indeed undercut the price of these other foldable phones, it will force these other companies to bring the price of their foldables down, and that way, sooner than later, everyone will be able to get one of their own. Anywho's it. With that said, my name is NG, the Neon X, and just talking about foldables and what's to come. This is what I'm into.